Today, I'm doing a completely different type of video than I've ever done before. It's going to be multifaceted. One, I'm going to show you where one of the most beautiful parks in North Idaho is. It's called Lions Head Park. Two, I'm going to show you where I almost died on a natural rock water slide and filmed the entire thing. And three, how my wife and I almost got ourselves into a lot of trouble because we did not properly prep for this experience. Stay tuned. Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Living Life in North Idaho. My name is Trent and I'm a realtor here in Idaho. If you are interested in learning everything about what it's like living, sleeping, eating, playing, working, and buying real estate here in Idaho, then this is the channel for you. So make sure you tap that subscribe button, hit the notification bell so every time I come out with a new video, you get notified. And guys, I just gotta say, I absolutely love all of you. Thank you so much for the support. We're almost at 6,000 subscribers, which is just unbelievable to me. And I am getting calls every single day from you guys watching the channel and wanting to know more information about how to get moved to Idaho. So if this is you and you're serious about moving to Idaho, just reach out to me with a call, email, text message, anytime, day, nights, weekends. If I don't answer, I will get back to you. I absolutely love talking to people about getting moved up here. I totally enjoy the conversations. So many like-minded people are deciding, you know what, it's time to get to Idaho. And it is such an honor to be able to help people move here because it really is awesome. So don't be shy, reach out anytime. I promise I will get back to you. Just give me a call. Now let's start at where Lions Head Park is located. Lions Head Park is located at the furthest, most northeast point of Priest Lake. And Priest Lake is one of the largest, most pristine lakes in Idaho. It seriously is one of my favorite places to go up and paddleboard and fish and boat. It is just absolutely gorgeous. Now, Priest Lake is not located next to any big towns or cities, so a lot of the people that own homes up there or cabins are just staying up there vacationing during the summer. That's really what it's known for, but there is a town up there, a couple of towns around it, and the people there are just fun. We love going up there and getting food and just visiting for the day. It really is a special place. So please, if you are watching this video and you're just visiting, please be respectful to the locals. Pick up after your trash. Take only pictures. Leave only footprints. It's a very good motto to follow. But just keep that place special because I understand a lot of locals are going to see this video going, why is he telling people about this place? But they're going to find it anyway, and hopefully you're watching this and listening. Please be respectful and just treat locals nicely. Now, we started to head up to Priest Lake, and we saw a whole bunch of burger joints that we could have stopped at. And my wife and I said, you know, we just had breakfast. Why don't we eat after we go on the rock water slide and we do our hike? That ended up being a mistake, as I'll tell you more later. Anytime you can eat before you go out into the woods, it's a good idea because you never know what's going to happen. So the way you get there, it's about 2.5 hours from the Coeur d'Alene area. If you're in Coeur d'Alene, you're going to go up 95, and then at Athol, you're going to cross over. You're going to head west and get on Highway 41, which then turns into Highway 57. Or if you're in Post Falls, you're going to go up through Rathdrum on 41, which then will turn into 57. You get all the way up, and before you hit the lake, it's about 2 hours, 15 minutes to this point, you're going to turn right on Dick in Sheet Highway. That's right, Dick in Sheet Highway, which then you're going to turn into Kavanaugh Way. You're going to go up, and then it turns into East Shore. East Shore follows all the way along Priest Lake. It's a super beautiful drive, and you're going to be driving for quite a while, and then it's going to turn into a gravel road. Now, we didn't actually know this. We didn't have the directions. We just figured, you know what, we're going to stop and ask some locals, which we did. Stopped at a convenience store and ended up talking to one of the park ranger guys who was super awesome, told us some great stories. Here, maybe a smile for the vlog. Show people how nice.
Cheese whiz.
Cheese whiz.
There you are.
Is this the way to Lions Head Park?
No, it is not.
Gosh dang it. How do we get there?
You have to go down here and you catch your ferry, and then you get on the ferry and you run all the way up to Lions. No,
I was like, I want to take a ferry.
Like, nobody told us about a ferry.
And How did you end up here?
In a car.
The map?
GPS? GPS?
No,
the
a
lady at
map.
the gas station gave
Okay,
us the
because
map.
what happens normally is people put in Lionhead on their GPS and brings them here.
Oh, really?
They put in Indian Creek on their GPS and takes them to Lionhead. So figure that one out.
Oh.
Anyway, so if you're going to Lionhead, it's all the way up to the north end, and you'll see it on the map right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what you're going to do is go back out here to the
Just
stop
keep
sign,
following all the way up.
and take a left, and once you leave here, the pavement is bouncy.
Oh,
And then after you get about 2.5 miles from Lionhead, it turns into gravel, and they think they've done some grading, but it was pretty washboardy.
okay.
But they might have taken care of it.
So make sure I pee before I hit the. Make sure I go pee before I hit the washboards.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everybody up there is super friendly. As long as you are friendly, respectful, and courteous. It's a big thing. If you're going to go up there and visit, please make sure to be respectful and courteous. Anyway, so drive all the way up there. You're going to hit a gravel road. You're going to take that for about 2 miles. A little bit rough on the road. Make sure you pee before, because you will see people stopped off on the side of the road peeing because they didn't plan ahead. And those rumble strips, the washboards as we call them, they are going to shake up your bladder a little bit. So you're going to see the signs for Lions Head Park before you go through those signs and pay for entrance fee, which I did, which I found out you didn't actually have to do that. So don't pay the entrance fee. You're going to turn right, and you're going to go up a 4-mile gravel road into the mountains. You are going to want to stay all the way to the left, and you're going to want to have a car that's not a lowrider, even like a sedan, just a normal, like everyday compact car. I don't know if it's going to do so well up there. There are giant berms or water runoff berms that if you hit those, you're going to bottom out, and they're about every 1/4 mile. So drive slowly, stay to the left, and avoid those berms. Now, when you get all the way up there, you're going to start seeing the mountainside, and it is so gorgeous. It's just like solid rock up there, solid granite. It is magnificent. The temperature is going to start dropping because you are going way up into the mountains. But when you see the parking barriers with graffiti on them, that's when you know you've got to the spot. That's the park entrance. Now, it should have been my first clue that, hey, there's not going to be a lot of signs on this trail because there's no official sign for that trail on how to get up there. But that's where you go. You get out. And somebody had told us, I don't know where my wife heard this, but they're like, yeah, you just wear flip-flops. It's fine. Maybe. I mean, we had flip-flops on. I wish I would have had some hiking shoes because of where we ended up going. But yeah, you can get away with flip-flops. I would just treat it like a real hike and be prepared. So we start heading in, and it is absolutely gorgeous. Guys, just take 1 second and look at this footage that I got. The rock mountain, the views of Priest Lake, and then the creek that runs down the mountain, which wasn't flowing very strong. So we were able to go out onto some of the rocks and look. I mean, this place was just jaw-dropping. I couldn't believe I had never been there. I've been here for 30 years and I had never explored this. And that's why I wanted to share this video with you, because there's all kinds of hidden spots like this in Idaho that I grew up and nobody told me about. And you know, that's awesome for some of the locals that nobody knows about it, but I feel like if it's that beautiful, I kind of feel like more like Teddy Roosevelt, like preserve it, but share it with people because it can be awe-inspiring and really encourage people to want to take care of the planet. So anyway, we hike all the way up. There are no signs. There is nothing. And we ended up hiking way too far, and we're going, this can't be right. My wife and I start kind of going back and forth like, I think we're lost. We ended up heading back and talking to a couple. Some people that were there, and the guy goes, no, yeah, just keep going up there. That's how you get to it. And then he ended up chasing after us and going, no, that's not how you get to it. Don't go that way. I have some clips that will kind of explain how to get there. So watch that real quick. So as you come back, he ended up coming back. He goes, no, this is where you have to cross the creek. So you're going to get a little wet. You cross the creek. And just so you know, this is mountain creek water. This is very frigid water. It's very refreshing because it's hot out in the summer, but just know it's going to be pretty cold. So you cross that creek, and then you walk up along that creek, and you will then see where the rock water slides are. Now, we initially saw this rope, 2 ropes going across at the bottom. But from the videos we had watched, we're like, oh, that's probably just in case, make sure that you don't go too far. Because if you go too far, it's like a 6-foot drop and there's trees and logs and things. So I don't know. We just didn't really think about it, which was probably kind of stupid. So we hiked all the way up. And as you can see from the drone footage, it's about 100-foot rock water slide. And as you also can see that the water is really only flowing on the left side. And me being kind of extreme, I'm like, I want to do the whole thing. So we put on our garbage sacks, which was real classy. And we're getting ready to do it. And as you can see in my wife's face, she starts having second doubts. I'm not so smart. And I'm just like, you know what? It's fine. I'm going for it. And I am so glad that she did not go with me, because just watch the clip real quick.
Okay.
I don't know if I want to start this high up. Oh my God.
Holy moly, this is fast. Oh, that's fast. That's really fast. Oh. Woo. Saved myself. Holy sheesh. Oh. Wow. Wow, yeah. Stay in the middle if you can. Oh. 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 Whew.
Now, did you see how fast I got going and how my muscles are bouncing? I'm also being pushed off to the furthest left side, which there is rock and gravel and tree branches. So I'm quickly realizing I'm in serious trouble. I'm going way too fast. And if you notice, just seconds before I get to that rope, my face gets kind of serious, because I know that if I don't grab that rope, I'm going to be in serious trouble. What you don't see in that clip, because the camera's on me, is that there was a giant log right after that rope. And if I didn't catch that rope, that log was going to stop me very quickly. Now, I don't know if I mentioned this, there is no cell phone service on this mountain. We hiked back about 1.7 miles from the car. And the car, we didn't get reception up there either, so we would have had to drive all the way down that mountain. My wife would have had to, in order to make a call to get a helivac out of there. That is not a good situation to be in. I was way too foolhardy to just hit this thing, but luckily it worked out okay. Although, as you can see in this clip, I ended up slamming on my back. Luckily didn't hit my head, and banged up my elbows, which are still bruised. And the next day I felt like I got in a huge car crash. I was super sore, totally miserable. So I want to show you guys this, because don't do what I did. I am in the best physical shape of my life, and I'm pretty sure that's the only reason I didn't dislocate my shoulder and let go of that rope and end up causing all kinds of problems. So as soon as we get done with that part, the people that were there that told us how to get there, they go, yeah, that was awesome. Do you know about the other rock water slide just 100 yards past this with the pool? And my wife and I look at each other and we go, no, obviously we didn't, because we almost just killed ourselves. So they go, yeah, go check that out. So my wife, she does just a small portion of the rock water slide, which at that time I was kind of mocking her, but later I was like, you know what, I'm glad that she didn't do the full thing, because that could have been really bad. So we hike up 100 yards past where we did the rock water slide, and there is this beautiful, it looks like something out of Lord of the Rings. It is just this gorgeous pool of crystal clear water that's about 3 or 4 feet deep. And then up above that is like 200 feet of this slanted rock waterfall. I've never seen anything like this. And my jaw dropped. I was just like, this is amazing. My wife and I were looking at each other. But by this time, the adrenaline's wearing off. It's kind of cold because it's shadowed, or the trees are giving too much shade and the sun's starting to go down. And we're like, yeah, we'll save this for the next time. So I pull out my drone, my camera equipment. I want to get some good shots. And the people that were there ended up leaving. And they had like a GPS satellite system. And I thought, you know, we found our way here, we'll be fine. So we start packing up, we're heading out, and we're following along the river, and we never saw the spot where you're supposed to go back across the creek. We just kept going on the trail. And what we didn't realize was the creek splits off into two, and we were following not the creek that we followed up, but a different creek. And pretty soon we realized there's no more trail. We're just on a game trail. So we turn around and we can't find the trail. We start going in circles. My wife starts getting really nervous. Now, I have military experience, and I know rule number one to get yourself unlost is to stay calm and think about what your resources are. Think about how you can use the equipment. What you know, if you are in there for the night, what have you got? How do you prepare for the worst case scenario? But just make sure you stay calm. So I told my wife, I said, look, we got some water. I happened to bring a little bag of almonds. I said, I have my drone, worst case scenario. I launch my drone up into the air and hover above and see if we can find the trail that way. So I wasn't too worried. And after a few minutes of going back and forth on that trail, we finally found the spot, not where we had crossed, but where we had stopped earlier. We recognized it. And so we went down and we were able to cross the river and find the trail that we were on. But guys, it's just, I mean, I've been here for 30 years. I have all kinds of experience out in the wood, but you can never over prepare for being out in the woods, but you can definitely find yourself being under prepared. And we definitely found ourselves in a position where I went, oh my gosh, we haven't eaten. We're starting to get really hungry, which clouds your thinking, which makes you think really short term and like, oh my gosh, I gotta get out of here now. But you gotta stay calm, you gotta stay prepared. So by the time we made it back to our car, we were the last ones on the mountain and the sun was starting to go down and we were super hungry. So we booked it back into town, got ourselves some really good food at the Moose Knuckle down in town, and made it back to our warm beds. Now, before I get a flood of comments of people going, man, that was so dumb and you did all this stuff wrong, I admit it. Terrible decisions made on that trip. Things that could have seriously gotten us hurt, if not killed. And the reason I share this is because I hope that people watch this video. There's a lot of people moving here from out of town who never lived in a place like this. They've never been out in nature, and they might not take it as seriously as they should. So make sure there are predators up there. Make sure you have your bear mace and you have a firearm, a way to protect yourself. It's super rare. I've only seen like 6 bears here in Idaho. But I'll tell you, the times that I did, I was sure glad that I had something to protect myself in. Make sure you have enough food and water and just be prepared for the worst case scenario, and then you never have to worry about it. So feel free to leave a comment telling me how stupid I am. I already know it. But guys, I really hoped you enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit that thumbs up and leave me a comment. Tell me what you liked about the video. If you've ever had an experience like this, and if you do like this video, let me know, because I have other stories like this about a time that I almost got struck by lightning in the Sawtooth Mountains, which was actually just a week before this trip happened. But I'm not going to share it unless you guys want and you like these stories. So, and if you are serious about wanting to get moved here, guys, I absolutely love the phone calls, emails, and texts that I get. You guys are so stinking awesome for supporting me, for supporting the channel, and letting me help you guys get moved here. So be sure to give me a call. And until the next video, guys, I will see you later.